All right, so now we're going to take the closing remarks in the opposite order that we took the opening remarks. And so that means that Josh goes first for 2 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. And I'm sure all of us share this view, but I want to thank the District 30 Club because this is a fantastic forum. This is the first opportunity when all 6 candidates, Democratic candidates for mayor, have faced the music, and it's been done in a very respectful and professional way. So thank you. Look, all 6 of us have something special to offer in our own way as mayor. And a lot of us are saying the same things about transparency, professionalism, civility. Your job as a voter is to figure out which of these candidates can best deliver. Because again, we all bring something to the table. And I believe if you compare our records, compare our vision for the city, that I can do the best job as mayor, not taking anything away from any of the other candidates who are running. I know how to forge consensus when it's appropriate. As many of you know who followed slots and other issues, I also am quite willing to buck powerful party leaders if I think consensus is not appropriate. But every vote I cast and every position I take, I do based on what I believe is in the best interest of the city. And the Capitol, when it endorsed my re-election for alderman, called me an honest, straightforward, and responsive representative. And that is one thing that I can offer you if you elect me mayor. And I hope you'll give me some consideration when you vote. Thank you.
Thank you. There's a saying on my email. It's not so much as what you know in terms of what people care about until they know how much you care. The one thing that I know that I have is compassion, zeal, and drive to be able to lead the people of Annapolis. But it takes a little more than that, yes. I've had an opportunity to serve at the pleasure of the president. I've had an opportunity to run my own business. I've had an opportunity to serve on the Central Committee and the Annapolis Children and Family Services Board. I've had a chance to be the youth pastor to a number of kids around this city. I've done philanthropic things anonymously for the last 15 years every Christmas, where kids get what they ask for on their list and not what they just may by chance get based on affordability. But one thing's for sure is that I've talked to enough people to know that people don't want the status quo. They want freshness in the city. They want a start of new beginnings. They don't want the connectivities of other people connected to politics. They just want someone to do the right thing. And so I'm going to do what's right and what's fair. I want to make certain that our kids have the best opportunities that they can have. We should partner with the school board system. Use our education commission to do what's right by our children in this city because they are our future. They are our leaders. And one day all of us are going to sit back retired and tired and broken up. And we'll be able to look back and say, you know what? I invested in that kid there, and I invested in that family there to make a difference in this city. So thank you for your time today. God bless.
I grew up in a Republican family that had been Republican since, at least since the Lincoln administration. I changed, I rebelled or whatever it was in the 60s. And it was two things that did it. It was the Kennedy administration and his popularity with young people, including me, and the civil rights movement. I remember Martin Luther King's speech about One America, and it comes back to me and seems particularly cogent right now. If we're going to have one America, and as we're particularly concerned with right here, one Annapolis, this is the moment. If with Obama in the White House we can't get over our partisan differences, in this town, there's something seriously wrong. It's got to be now. I believe this town deserves leadership that is inclusive and is open and transparent and is willing to talk to people and willing to listen to people who disagree. And that's something, to borrow a phrase from one of our underrated presidents, Gerald Ford, I've always enjoyed being friends with the people I disagree with, and you learn the most from them. It was one of the training things in the U.S. Attorney's Office to say, don't be afraid to lose a jury trial. You learn much more when you lose. You don't learn if you just agree with everybody. You have to listen to the people you don't agree with. But I think Annapolis deserves and is going to get a mayor that will bring us back together, get us beyond the personal ego problems and the polarization that seems to be poisoning politics from the top to the bottom in this country lately. And I'm prepared to do that with my mediation background, and I hope I have your vote. Thank you.
We're a diverse community of men, women, children, made up of white European ancestry, mixed race, African American, Hispanic, Latino, and more Asian people moving into our community. All of our neighborhoods, many of them are different. I've expressed a lot of concern about public housing. 7% of our population lives in public housing. I've tried to meet in public housing on a regular basis, many times sitting down to meals with families that are living there, trying to understand how they got there and why they're still there, many of them after 2 or 3 generations. The work that I've done on the City Council in the area of the environment has been noted not only here, but also collaborating with the county, with Josh and others, to try to get similar legislation passed in a greater area. We're a city of 35, 36, 37,000 people, surrounded just within a half mile in every direction by another 300,000 or 400,000, providing services to many of these people. We're an $81 million a year, or now $85 million a year budget, and we need a different form of government. I'm asking you in these last few seconds to sign the petition going around that will give us a referendum on city manager form of government. A government that will be better managed in the future with a city manager, a professional, with the mayor chairing the city council and providing excellent leadership, but also representing our city before the federal government, the state government, and the county government on a regular basis. Thank you very much.
I'd like to close kind of where I started. We all love this city. We are the stewards of a national treasure. It is a great city. You've heard people reminisce about their childhood. You've heard me tell you about how I put my heart and soul for 30 years into working to make this city better. I've helped thousands of people in this city have better housing. I have worked to understand the people and the issues of this city. I'm running for mayor for one reason and one reason only. I want to make Annapolis better. I want to make us proud of our city again, and I want to bring real reform to City Hall. I have no personal reasons, no professional reasons, no financial reasons, no political reasons for seeking this office. I want to give to Annapolis, bring my lifetime of experience in managing government, managing business, an ideal background, I think, for helping make the kind of tough and focused decisions that Annapolis is going to need to make in its future. I have worked hard to prepare for this. I have spent 2 years understanding the issues, listening, learning, educating myself. I would bring an understanding of this city that I don't think any of the other candidates can quite bring in terms of my current involvement in the hot and important issues of our day. I want to help Annapolis be the national treasure that it is by being the very best Annapolis we can be. I would love to have your support for my candidacy. Thank you.
You know, I'm not going to talk to you like I'm not going to see you again. Undoubtedly, we're going to have an opportunity to see each other again, and time again. I want to extend an invitation to you tonight to visit my website, Taylor4mayor.com. In return, I want you to extend an invitation to me, to your living rooms, to your kitchens, so that we can continue the conversation that was initiated here tonight. I want to make it perfectly clear on the direction, the vision in which I want to take the city. And the only way we can do this, as I said earlier, is doing it together. Moving ahead, moving forward as one nucleus, one group, one Annapolis, one nation. Thank you.